Hello guys, welcome back to another exciting video. Today we have the 2025 Mercedes-AMG CLA 45 S Coupe. In today's video we're going on a test drive. I'll show you guys the exterior features, the interior, and tell you why this is one of the most exciting entry-level Mercedes-AMG vehicles you can buy today. As we always do, we'll begin with an exterior look, starting with the engine bay. I'll pop under the hood and here we go. Now this CLA 45 S Coupe is finished in this night black on the exterior. I love how it looks, paired with the AMG night package, tons of high gloss black elements. Let's begin with the engine bay. The CLA 45S has a handcrafted engine, AMG 2-liter inline-four turbo engine producing a staggering 416 horsepower with 369 pound-feet of torque. 0 to 60 time in this car is 4 seconds, and all that power goes to the 8-speed dual-clutch transmission. Fuel economy in this car is 23 combined, which means 20 mpg in the city and 28 mpg on the highway. You can notice the stability strat at the back here with the AMG insignia. You can see the large turbos back here as well. Love the carbon fiber as well as the AMG insignia right here with the one man one engine design by Mercedes-AMG handcrafted plaque on the engine cover itself. Stepping back here, you can see the aggressive design elements on this CLA 45S. We have very aggressive air intakes. On the left hand side you can see the intercoolers. The right hand side is typically blocked off because when you have rock chips they can typically travel across, but now if this is closed they're not going to do that. This car has a very aggressive stance, slightly wider at the front here with the high gloss black elements because this car has the AMG night package. You can see this sort of two-stage air intake down here as well. Panamericana grille with the vertical slats finished in chrome. AMG badge on the right hand side. Notice all the sensors across, and I usually love the front facing camera which sits on top of the Mercedes star. For the first time the asphalt back badge sits on top of the hood. This car has multi-beam LED lights right here with a single eyebrow and 2 LEDs down here. These are intelligent lights, which means they do have cornering abilities as well. In addition, this car does have the AMG aerodynamics package, which means you have these design elements on the side here which channel the air on the side here. Power domes on the hood come standard, which is nice. On the side perspective, AMG forged rims design. Front tires 255/35 R19. These are 19-inch rims, twin 5-spoke forged rim design, which are black. The front discs are perforated, and we have very large brake calipers finished in red. Turbo 4matic plus insignia on the side here because this car has the AMG torque control system, variable torque distribution system. In race mode it sends up to 100% of power to the rear wheels to make this a fully rear wheel drive car. We have chrome door handles. In terms of length, this CLA 45S is about 184 inches in length. I did mention the black side mirror housings. There is a camera system down here as well. Notice the high gloss black elements around the windows because of the night package. Red design here, we have 255/35 R19 wheels, red brake calipers. The rear discs are perforated to enhance cooling of the brake. Let's check out the rear seating. We have microfiber and MBUX with the red contrast stitching. The space is it's quite spacious actually. You can see how much legroom I have here, and love the sport design seats with the groove at the center. USB-C ports down here, some storage. Love the microfiber with the red contrast stitching. We have 2 cup holder sections down here as well. Red seat belts come standard in the CLA 45S Coupe. That's a good plus. We do have a speaker system down here as well, and I just love the build quality. Good build quality. Nothing feels cheap. And because of the coupe design, the sloping roof line, this is a question I get asked all the time. Why do you call it a coupe? Because of the sloping roof line design. We have frameless doors, Step into the rear design here. This is by far the most exciting design features of this CLA 45S. We do have the CLA 45S insignia on the right, AMG on the left hand side, a very good looking rear spoiler right here finished in black. How about these LED tail lights? Very vibrant at night. Step into the lower section here. This is an AMG performance exhaust system. We have quad exhaust tailpipes finished in black and a very robust rear diffuser right here. Bumperettes do come standard to protect your license plate. And on a scale of 1 to 10, guys, let me know, do you love the design on the rear section of this CLA 45S? The Mercedes Star also doubles down as your trunk opener. We have about 11 cubic feet of storage. AMG floor mats come standard, and nothing down here, just some electronics. And there is no electronic tailgate, which is not so good. All right, and that's pretty much the design of this CLA 45S Coupe. Standard gas cap. Let's go on a test drive. Wow, look at this, guys. Very inviting digital cockpit. We have 12.3-inch displays at the front for the driver, the digital instrument cluster, and the central display. And of course, we have AMG illuminated door sills down here. Stepping inside very carefully. Wow, on a scale of 1 to 10, guys, what do you think? One thing I'll do is set the car to the Sport Plus mode, hold down the paddle shifters down, press a brake, and give the car some power. That is an emotion start. Sounds good. Now, interior is what we've typically seen before in the CLA 45. The CLA 35, very nice looking interior. We have the raised stripes, AMG branding right here, and the one thing I'll do is swipe to the right and check out the performance menu. I'm going to press on the engine and take a look at the engine torque and power as we begin the drive. Notice one thing, this car has a head-up display system because this CLA 45S Coupe is the Pinnacle trim, which is what gives you that head-up display system. It feels so good, and it's quite a bit of road noise though. I think it's the Sport Plus mode. So far so good. I love how it handles. There is enough steering wheel response. The throttle response is adequate in the Sport Plus mode as well. Quite a bit of stiff suspension as you'd expect in the Sport Plus mode. Brakes are pretty solid around the corner. Oh, that feels so good. Wow, this car just drives so well, especially in the Sport Plus mode. There is enough throttle response, the response from the steering wheel, the suspension, and it's just a very spirited drive experience. I wonder how the regular sport mode feels like, which is gonna dial down some of the responsiveness from the car. Now the CLA 45S has a number of drive modes. Now, I'll be driving in the Sport Plus mode. This car does have a race mode, which means that You can have drift and a race start in your CLA 45 S Coupe. We are not going to use that because you specifically have to use it in a closed off track. I mean, of course, some people just want to use it anyhow, but I'm not going to use that. And the car has not been broken in, so we're not going to put it in the race mode, but this is a race mode here. Has the checkered flag insignia for the race mode. I'll put it in the Sport Plus mode. And so that is a Sport Plus mode. We do have a standard sport mode, comfort mode for everyday driving, right? Individual mode, and the slippery mode is what I'd use for rainy as well as snowy conditions. This car does have the 4MATIC all drive system, and it's a 4MATIC Plus, which means the variable torque distribution system is computerized and calibrates based on the road conditions and the driver characteristics to send power to individual wheels. All right, so that's a good plus in terms of the 4MATIC Plus system. And this car has a real exhaust system, real exhaust sound, so it sounds quite good in the Sport Plus mode. Standard, we have a flat bottom design steering wheel which is all leather wrapped with the perforations, which is pretty nice. Love how the grip is adequate, very thick steering wheel, the flat bottom design. This car has paddle shifters behind the steering wheel. Of course, you rarely need to use those, but if you want to have a more spirited drive, more sporty experience, they will need them. You can use the paddle shifters. Interior look, very standard. We've seen this look before, as with any other CLA, right? We have black piano lacquer trim all around the upper dash section with the turbine inspired air vents. This car has an eco mode, which means you can press this button here to set the engine start stop at traffic lights and things like that. Climate control systems will be found down here. You can press the menu button to bring up the climate control menu, and you can just adjust that as you prefer. Press that to disengage. And the one thing which happened for 2025 is we used to have a trackpad down here where my wallet sits, right? I'm going to put it at the center here. You can see the two USB-C ports at the center, but there used to be a trackpad here. I'm not sure why this was moved from here, so that's something I've noticed and started in 2024. So that's missing. I'd rather have the trackpad down here than have to rely on the steering wheel sometimes, or just to reach across. Naturally, the augmentation of the infotainment features in this car are driver focused. Everything is within reach, but I'd prefer to have the trackpad right here, which had the haptic feedback and all the other buttons. But now we have this groove and the dynamic button here. You press again to engage that system. I think it just brings it up. It doesn't do anything else, which is interesting. You just have to swipe up. Okay, so you can actually use the touch sensitive buttons up here to control that system. I don't like that. I'd rather use the drive units down here to control the AMG dynamic select options. Okay, and black piano lacquer trim is standard in this car. This is a fingerprint as well as scratch magnet. Two cup holders come standard. USB-C port right here, and this is probably a cigarette lighter. There's a tray down here for NFC wireless charging. So I'm gonna, if I set my smartphone down here, it's gonna charge. I typically have the keys sit down here. Love the upper dash, rubberized material, and the glove compartment. AMG race stripes, and build quality is quite good in this car. And overall, I love the power memory seats 1, 2, 3, heated seats as well with the brushed aluminum trim and the red contrast stitching. Overall, it's a good balance of materials. And then up here we have the panorama roof, and let's check out how that looks once I open up the complete sunroof here and see. Actually, it's a panoramic glass. You can see how large this is. Sits all the way back here. I love the design. If I close the door, you can see how good looking this is, right? So you enjoy the night sky or the sun on a nice chill summer afternoon driving your CLA 45S. So that's pretty nice. And overall, this is a fantastic car. We haven't spoken about the price. Now, this CLA 45S starts at $67,000, and then as seen here, this is spec'd at $74,000. So it has a number of options, and let's go through some of those options. You can see it's $67,000 MSRP. Now, based on how you configure your car, you can go up in options. We have standard options, and AMG Performance Seat Package is $2,800. We also have an AMG Performance Seat Package Advanced, which is $3,200, which means it has the AMG Performance front seats, multi-contour front seats, and ventilated front seats. And this, what we have here today, is the Pinnacle trim with the AMG head-up display system, which is why you have this deep groove up here. And you can actually also adjust what you see in the head-up display. I don't know if that's coming across the screen here. So you have different screens you can choose from for the head-up display system. And then for the driver, we have a number of different drive themes. We have a truck pace theme right here, and then we have a super sport theme, sport, classic, and understated right here, navigation, assistance menu for, I guess, cruise control options. So you can adjust your car, set it to cruise control options, and if you get on the freeway, you'll see other cars on the side and lane markings. So it does have some sort of cruise control options, semi-autonomous driving, and a service menu right here. Shows you all the metrics for your engine, transmission, and temperature of the engine. And I'll go back to the super sport theme, and we've seen this third generation MBUX. We have a truck pace app, settings menu, and all the other features are standard. We do have a comfort menu here, which means we have seat kinetics. If I engage that for the driver, we do receive, I press on this gear icon, backrest support and seat surface adjustment based on how you're driving, which means that the seat does, the base of the seat does adjust as I start to drive the car to give me additional comfort. Hey Mercedes, set ambient light to red. This car has a 64 color ambient light network system, which is very nice at night, by the way. And overall, this is just the first look at the CLA 45S Coupe. We do have a navigation system. When I said the, let me just pick a random spot for navigation.
Please proceed to the highlighted route.
So that's a plus. We have a nav system. Overall, what do you guys think on a scale of 1 to 10 of the CLA 45S? And that's pretty much it, guys. A quick look at the 2025 Mercedes-AMG CLA 45S Coupe. Subscribe to this channel for weekly videos. Until next time, stay positive, guys. Peace.